That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from
Bro, they just changed my whole camera while I was making adjustments. Good play, though. Damn.
An explosive
Lead it
eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes
play,
big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The short hands, it's Bernard. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Open space at the 25. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Part in the backfield, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 30. And he strides his
They
way
just cheated me on that. They ain't even let me jump, man.
Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That was a pick.
Quarterback's abilities to read
Crazy.
the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going on, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To throw, it's Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Kearney on the Jets. Past the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Sayin. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peoples. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down.
Don't let him rest. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Toss sweep to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Tate. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll try to get outside. Fighting off the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Russell. Dances away. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Peoples. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Give to the back. On his feet at the 40. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Buckeyes enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Trying play action. He'll throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum. If you get it here on 4th and short, if you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Tate. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.